Eleni, I thought that during this video, we discussed a little bit what happened last weekend at the US Male Open, the tennis tournament that was in New York. Then what I want to discuss is a little bit that the distribution of the ceremonies, I mean the end ceremony where they distributed the prizes and the trophy and the plate for the two players that went to the final. I couldn't but feel that one of them, Zverev in that case, that came number two, that it felt like it was a failure for him. So this was like a total failure. And I was wondering, is this what the LIM teaches us on regular basis, that if you don't make it number one, that's it, you failed, irrespective of the effort and achievement you made to actually get to the final, which is not an easy thing, especially in US Open.
Absolutely. It's you win or nothing, all or nothing mentality. Yeah. So it makes us feel like, well, if we don't win and there's only one position, which you could lose by very small thing. In other words, you lose by something that does not reflect your lack of capability or something strategic. It could be, you know, slipping with a shoe or a ball. I mean, something that's not controllable, and there's only one position. So what it focuses our attention on is what we didn't get versus what we achieved.
Yeah.
And so you said it in another time that it's like you grieve what you didn't get versus celebrate what you got and learn from what you achieved and expand on what you achieved. Yeah. So if that player if he could feel like, God, I'm so happy. This is a success. This is recognition from my peers. This is my own journey and I'm proud of it. And then tomorrow I'll challenge what I did today. Of course, then I can be better. I may not be that one because maybe one thing can always come in my way, but it doesn't mean I'm not a champion. It doesn't mean I haven't been successful. Yeah. So I think the LIM makes very tight definition of what's successful. And it's like most people don't achieve it. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, give awards to everyone. I'm saying, if we didn't get the first position, we could look at it in a different way.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, again, this goes not just in tennis, but we use tennis as an example because this goes to everything. Sales, the same thing. Let's say you have a sales competition, someone gets $1 million in terms of turnover, the other gets 995,000, but there is only one winner that will be recognized. And then all the efforts of the others will be just down the drain.
Yeah.
And that's what the LIM is unfortunately doing to us, is that we're not celebrating what we have done and what we have achieved. We're just celebrating only the person or the team that made it number one. And then everyone else is looked at as a failure.
Yeah.
So these things, I mean, they stem most probably from the LIM because it has been socialized in us. Yeah. Is that there is always number one, and if you don't achieve number one, the win or lose mentality.
There's no discussion. Yeah.
So it's not like war in this case. It's at the end of the day, it's like literally. I mean, you've made a major achievement, and then again to go back to tennis, coming number two on a US Open male tournament is not an easy thing. Yeah, 4.5 hours.
Exactly.
Glad that they were all still standing and be able to move and get the trophies that they deserve.
Exactly. And it also puts pressure on the person who are number one. Yeah. If you got number one, I know you have to go again, and next US Open. You can't accept a number two, otherwise it's a big disgrace. Yeah. Is it? It's not to say go for the number one, but if you do your best and you don't get it, you don't say, oh my God, it's worthless, or I'm worthless. It's saying, hold on. Okay. The effort is part of it. The practice is most of it. In other words, I make that effort. I learn, I grow, I develop, and I can compete at that level. Of course, I'm going to try to win, but if it's losing, we can redefine the term. Maybe we see losing as not losing, but as learning or as luck or as another thing that's not so damaging and not so much pressure on someone who wins and then you have to win again. Oh, if you don't win, are you a one-time winner or, you know, a two-time winner or you're a 12-time winner? And then even with tennis, it's like you used to win one US Open, it's fabulous. Oh, now you have to have 12 if you want to beat the last champion.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
takes the fun out of it, in my opinion, and I
Yeah.
think it puts a lot of pressure on people.
Good. So in terms of last points just to take out of this. So one is celebrate the achievement. And if you didn't get number one, it doesn't mean you are a failure. Yes, you didn't get number one. We agree with that. We're not saying we need to distribute badges to all, but at least celebrate what you have achieved and use that as a learning for you to know what to do next. And to also reiterate the statement of like really celebrating the achievement, don't focus a lot on the actual success itself. Just look at the journey that got you to that level and celebrate it and love it.
Yeah, exactly. And create exciting tennis. I mean, it's a journey, as you were saying.
It is. Good. Thank you.
Thank you.